Well, what's happened in the last 10 years since 2008 has been the Federal Reserve's quantitative easing, pushing interest rates down to zero. And they did it because at zero interest rates, there could be a flood of new bank credit creation, not only to finance real estate, but to take over companies, to speculate. The idea of zero interest rates was to rebuild the bank's balance sheet. But by doing that, they've made it almost impossible for pension funds to break even. You can't save enough to pay pensions if you're not earning any income. You have to divert a lot more of your income, so the pension funds in America are broke. The insurance companies haven't made the money that they thought would pay the annuities, so they're going broke. So to save the banks, the Federal Reserve said, we have a choice. They went to President Obama. Who do we save, the banks or the economy? He said, save my constituency, the banks. They're the people who paid for my political campaign. Forget the economy. And his role, as he put it, was to stand between the banks and the mob with pitchforks. He called the people who voted for him the mob with pitchforks, and he denigrated them and just made fun of them before the bankers and said, don't worry, I can bamboozle them and deliver them to you. And that was his job. And that's the job of the Democratic Party. And that's why people finally voted against Hillary and thought that bad as Trump is, he's the lesser evil.
My God, that's incredible. Damning indictment of Obama.
Yes, just remember that Trump was the lesser evil.
Will Obama's legacy be, when we get far enough away, when history really reflects, will it be that this is the guy that bailed out Wall Street, not Main Street?
Yes, that's the most important legacy, that he said he was going to protect the homeowners, and 10 million American families were foreclosed upon. He broke every promise he made, but his legacy, of course, is Donald Trump, because people had such a reaction against him. They had such a reaction against the fact that he and the Democratic Party came out against the working class. They think that if they're going to get campaign contributors, they have to support neoliberalism, and the Democrats believe that if politics is all about raising enough money from campaign contributors to afford to run television shows and to buy mass media time, and they believe that you can fool the people into, you can shape the idea of people's perception so that they don't think of the economy as being malstructured, they think of themselves as failing. And if you can get people to think of themselves as failing, to break even, to have to go into debt, then you can get them angry, and you appeal to anger. And it obviously, a lot of the angry people voted for Donald Trump as well.